What's up, VC? How we living there? Let me give a stroke of the moustache for you perverts. Apparently, the VC's riddled with perverts. So, cheers to you, my friends. Perverts in all walks of life. Let's get creepy. Let's get weird. Let's do this. So, however I label this, I won't know. I got a little segue in here that's stupid easy. If you guys want to dedicate a small video to it, or just a portion, I doubt my friend Shawn's going to mind. But I'm going to kick off with a topic that is super easy to do, and then segueing that into a, however it's labeled, a epic stash of Kraut rock, space rock, Canterbury, psychedelic, prog, hard and heavy, blues rock, late 60s, early 70s type stuff, right? And you might see me peek over here and there because the fights are on. And I'm making time for my friends in the vinyl community. But I'd be lying if I said I just want to be lazy and watch a fist fight. The UFC's on. So be it. The beer of the night is Rewind Lager. I got that while shopping in Charlotte, North Carolina at Tip Top Daily Market / record store. Great place in Charlotte. Let's get after it. Alright, because you know I go 30 minutes long even with just 5 fresh finds. So, my boy Shawn Cecilia, the man of many names, ever-changing VC vinyl community channel name changer. Shawn Cecilia, he wants our 2 cents, our little rundown on 45s. So since we're doing Prog and what have you, I don't believe I've ever shown this. This is a Greenville, South Carolina band from yesteryear. This is a never before played. I got a little stash of this. My buddy, if you can see here on the writing credits, of Williams. And I like how they did the 2 sides, different colors. But this is 1980 Prog, somewhat radio friendly. I think the B side is more. I'm more keen to the B side than the A side. That's all they ever pressed. They never got farther than that, but they kind of have a cult following and still play occasionally, even to this day. But David Williams is a good dude. He actually gave me a short stack of new old stock from 1980. And I have some VC friends that I need to send out some business to. But I was hoping COVID would pass. I didn't risk sending postman disease in the mail. But so be it. Back to Shawn. He wants to know what we think about 45s. I'm alright with them. And what I mean I'm alright with them, I mean I'm cool with them. I don't actively seek them out. Our record stores have little stashes, the best in town. They're scattered in Horizon. You know, I just happen to be wearing a shirt for Greenville, South Carolina's Horizon Records. They're kind of pushed back towards the dollar bin room. There's a nice little stack of ones at both Pharmacy Records and Cabin Floor Records. But it's like, 45s don't have a cult following here, so there's not a whole lot of 45s. I dig them, but they're probably my least favorite media. I'd probably pick cassettes over it, because you just, you know, play and flip and play. And same with your records. CDs are even easier. I like 10 inches more than I like 45s. It'd probably be different if I had a listening station desk area where my turntable was right next to me. And I could just, you know, flip and grab 4 or 5 in a row and just play singles. That probably changed my opinion on 45s. I like them. I like that there's some rare gems that you kind of have to go searching on 45s. Like this, like bands that never had full albums or didn't do 10-inch EPs or whatever. And then the weird little side note, since I do rank them below 10 inches, below cassettes, below CDs, and ultimately below vinyl, one of my funny little stupid things I love about 45s is 45 adapters. This is from Charlotte. This is Lunchbox Records. If I could hide my face, it'll probably focus. And this one is from, I hate that they put tape on it. That was unnecessary. But I don't know what third man vinyl vault pressing this is, but here's another 45 adapter. I might as well just take it out of this damn sleeve. Who cares about this thing? But, so let's get after it. So, there's my quick opinion on 45s. and the accoutrements, so to speak. We're playing can. I've been compiling my collection of can. Did I even get in this? This is the nonsense that's in the background. If I show needle drop or whatever, it is what it is. Maybe I can get fancy with splicing and editing. I don't know if I'm that crafty. I kind of like when they put double albums and it's not a gatefold, because it gives me more incentive to have the shrink, and they made it thick enough that the 2 records fit in here nicely. This is my biggest complaint. I don't care that the colors don't match. One is a dark muddy green and this one is a bright vibrant green. That doesn't bother me in any way whatsoever. You're paying for an expensive record. It'd be nice if you got better than a paper sleeve, and I also despise when the records sleeves are slightly offset, so you have to put them in a certain way. I take care of my records. I hold them well. I put them in plastic outer sleeves if I want my things turned out so I can do so. I freaking hate that. Little rant, right? Okay. So I've been feeling proggy recently. You know, on that Canterbury scene, Psych, Kraut, exactly what we're getting after right here. So I'm going to show a little bit of stuff I had that influenced stuff I just recently bought. All this is from Greenville. A huge chunk of it is from Pharmacy Records, and then some of it is from Horizon Records, and then also Captain Floor Records. So let's get after it. Until recently, speaking of Canterbury scene, you can't say Canterbury without this, because if I'm not mistaken, they are from Canterbury, and they're one of the pioneers of the Canterbury scene, that whole kind of jazzy, psych, fusion, progressive rock. This is a US first press on London, super clean, and so, man, I want to say this is their 3rd album, circa 71. So when I'm flipping for Caravan, I'm looking for the 1st and 2nd albums. That's my goal, that's the heart of it. But then, and I found it clean, and so I grabbed it. This right here is 1976, this St. Dunstan's. Blind Dog at St. Dunstan's. The album cover's a little whack, it's whatever. It should be playing cards, so to speak. But if you can see there, it's a promo copy for whatever that means to you. On that Arista, I think that Arista, both the sleeve that ties into the white label, is kind of cool. It was priced right. It was super clean. So I snagged it. 76, 77 when this is probably not my favorite era of Caravan. But sometimes you just got to jump on it. You got to catch as catch can. This is more along the lines of what I was looking for. I want to say this is... you can see it right here on the back. I knew it anyways, but recorded live at the Theatre Royale, Drury Lane, October 28th, 1973. This album dropped in 74, but this is their earlier stuff. So this is cool, their first live album, wherever that would be, would probably fall in line along the lines of like their 6th studio album. So also in that Canterbury scene, there's a band I dig, but I've just been kind of like off-putting until you find clean copies. Because they're either OGs and they're really clean condition, or they're beaters and you're just like, I'll have at it. I don't care that this soft machine is a repress. This is not a gatefold, so all the more incentive to leave it in the shrink. But this soft machine, which is more along the lines of soft machine, is a little bit more of the jazz prog, psych, you know, a little bit more jazzy than some of these other stuff's going to be in here. But if you can't tell, this is volume 2. I want to say their first 7, 8 albums or whatever, like the soft machine, and then volume 2, 3, 4, 1. So there's no real mystery in that. And everyone knows this, and you've seen it before. I think this album cover's stupid. I always have. But clean repress, so I snagged it. But this is something you don't see every day. I was looking for the first few soft machine, and I found this stupid clean German-only compilation. So it was stupid clean, and the price was right, so I snagged. It's that simple. Happy to have found it. And then segueing in, some of the early Uriah Heep, which I haven't even shown it, but that's what I'm segueing in. Before this, if you guys know, if you watched my recent video, I've been compiling slowly, because Uriah Heep isn't that expensive. I've just been waiting until I find all their albums clean. Because if you're gonna buy a record that's kind of beat for $2-3. You might as well wait till you find it really clean for still under 10. So this right here, I want to say this Uriah Heep, their first album was like 1970. This is probably already like their 6th album in 73, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 1973. This is cool. I mean, it's called heavy metal, but I guess it is in the sense that it's proto metal. But you know, it's like hard and heavy, hard rock, hard prog. This is cool. I dig it. But I want to say, not that the whole album is a filler, but it ends. It starts strong and it ends strong. I want to say Dreamer, Stealing. I can't recall if Circus is rad, but I know Pilgrim is a strong finish. So prior to this, I would have said everything before this is what you really want to hunt for. But since I bought this kind of grew on me, right? And they evolved to the point where even in the 80s, they're kind of like glam metal, and they have 45 albums, and God knows how many lead singers and everything. So I probably wouldn't go this deep, which is probably like, this is already like their 12th album, and this is like 1978. So this album is a candidate for potentially the biggest waste of a gatefold ever. By all means, let's open that mofackle up. But this is arena rock. I mean, it's just kind of like formulaic, chanty. I like the opening track, comes on strong, One More Night. And then everything else is kind of forgettable. They're all kind of AOR style, 3 minutes or just under to 4 minutes or just over. All kind of same tempo, all kind of same vibe. I dig it. I bought the album cover, if I'm being quite honest with you. And I don't outright hate it. Fantastic album cover. It was dirt cheap, and recently at Pharmacy, he got in a massive stack of AOR, cheese metal, glam metal, 70s, 80s rock, hair, etc. A lot of the goodies before I got to it were already snagged up, but there's some rad stuff that came in. Including this, nothing really special about Foghat. You know, I'm not going to go deep into the Foghat catalog. I couldn't even tell you how deep their catalog goes. But this 1972 debut is just kind of like hard blues rock. And I dig it. And I guess the interesting tidbit about this is that this is a really, really clean first press on the Bearsville label. I forget who eventually they got repressed with, but this is a genuine first press on a center label you don't really see in stupid clean condition. Not a terribly expensive album, but I doubt I'd ever find a cleaner copy. If I can get, you can see a little bit of a bend in it there, barely, if you can see the highlight, and a bump in the road right there that's actually stuck in the paper from pressing. So, I mean, it really doesn't get any cleaner. A Bearsville press of Foghat. And then get back to the blues. Man, I guess I've just been watching Emmett 8 Vinyl Low and a few of my friends in the vinyl community talk about blues rock and talk about John Mayall. Only John Mayall I've ever had is his early work was the Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton. I had that on CD once upon a time before life happened. And I haven't got a chance to spin this yet. This is super clean. Already wasted a crease break. So apologies for that. That should have made it to the VC and it didn't. This is actually a Polydor press. Super clean. I haven't even wiped this yet. It has a lightest of tiny scuff and a single fingerprint. So this is clean. I want to say this is like 74, and to be honest with you, I'm never gonna know the entire works of John Mayall. I want to say between live albums, studio albums, comp albums, and EPs. I'm not even exaggerating. I think it's like 98, 99 albums. So Lord knows I can't keep up with that. So if anyone has any advice on where to further pursue John Mayall, feel free to hit me up, but I don't know, independently. Alright, commercial break, we're between fights. Let me give you my focus. Alright, I'm going to bulldoze through these because I'll get to the point I was getting at. On the Kraut route spectrum, to get back away from that and get away from the blues rock, you know, I'm a big Amon Düül fan. I've shown some of these in the past, so I just need to blow through them. Some of them do have cool color pressings if you've never seen them, or if you've missed videos of mine in the past, which by all means no one ever needs to watch all my videos. So this is Amon Düül II, offshoot of the original Amon Düül. I don't know the whole rigmarole of that. It doesn't matter. But on the Anywhooozles spectrum, this is 1969. This is Famous Day. So already own that, right? This is a show this in the blue records. This is the lenticular cover, if it's even a show, with a sleeve on it. Repressing of Yeti. This is 1970. So this is the Dance of the Lemmings, or was it Tanzir de Lemming? I don't know the translation of it. But it said, luckily it says Dance of the Lemmings here in English, which is super easy for me to read. This is 71. The gap I was looking for when I went flipping, which is also from 72, like this album, Carnival in Babylon, or for Babylon? Carnival in Babylon, I believe it is. I was looking for that one. Stumbled into, already had this one. I'll show you what I stumbled into. But these are the nitty gritty, the real heart of Amon Düül, of the era I dig. Clear pressing. Alright. So I was looking for the other album from 72. And I want to say this and backwards is where you want to be. And you can kind of judge an album by its cover. So they were pretty prolific, and they changed musicians and changed singers, like a lot of these bands that, you know, just hammered stuff out. So this Kraut rock band, I want to say this is probably circa 74, 75. This is probably already like their 8th or 9th album. This is on Atco. It's clean. You can see it's a DJ promo copy. This was not terribly expensive, so I went ahead and grabbed it. These are all sequentially back to back, and I already know. I just kind of answered my own question. I know that's their 8th album because this made in Germany. That makes this their 9th album, and I want to say this one also on Atco. Really clean. All came from one collection, so had to snag that. And this one, which I believe is a Canadian first press. Yeah, if anyone here reads the French Canadian down there. This is circa 76, and if you can't tell, pyrogony, I don't know what that translates into. Sounds like some like pyrotechnics, I don't know. But this is pyrogony X, as in Roman numeral, X as in 10, if you can't tell by 10th. Man, I tell you what, this double LP, this is just one song. It's one weird long track. Let's just hammer it out. I'm pretty much done here anyways. Thanks for sitting with me while I talk way too fast. In fact, I was finished. Oh man, I had timed out perfectly. I guess I'll pull this. I didn't have any plans to. I bought this recently off the interwebs from Pearls Before Swines. I love his eBay. Usually posts a dozen things or so at a time, and then doesn't post anything for a month, and then puts in a new wave of things. But this is, I don't believe, a first press, but this is a early UK press on that white Virgin label. So this is, I want to say 69-ish. The pressing's probably from like 71. If I'm not mistaken, this is Gong's second album, French group. More of that same realm of kind of like some of this avant-garde experimental what-haves-yous. So, that's that. Tit for tat. I'm going on some random. Hopefully you stuck around. You enjoyed it. If not, hey, there's no hate for you. Go fuck yourself if you want to. If you want to be a friend, be a friend. More so to me than for me, to my boy Shawn. I babbled about for 20 minutes on other stuff. I segued off of one thing. But if you want to do him a solid, because he deserves it, good dude, talk about 45s for 60 seconds. Stupid easy. He's giving away a stack of Sub Pop records. Anyways, peace, laters, be good.